Welcome along as the Ladies European Tour arrives on the Hibiscus Coast in the Rainbow Nation of South Africa. It's the perfect place to play golf on one of the numerous world-class courses. The pick of those, the Sanlamir Country Club, hosted the Cell C South African Women's Open. Rebecca Hudson shot a round of 3 under on the opening day. She was enjoying herself on the greens. The Englishwoman has tasted victory before in South Africa, and she looked at home here at Sanlamir. The weather worsened as the day continued, but it didn't seem to bother Charlie Hull. She fired herself into contention before rain forced an early close. Finishing her round the next day, she ended up with a single shot lead. A great round from the Swiss Fabienne in Albon put her 2 off the lead, alongside an impressive knock from South African Melissa Eaton. Holly Clyburn was 1 under. Round 1 finished early in the morning, but round 2 turned into a farce as winds and heavy rain began to turn the course into a lake. The greens turned blue and staff had no choice but to call it a day. The round and the scores were cancelled. The tournament was reduced to 3 rounds. There was a surprise leader at the end of round 2, Lee Whittaker, shining in the returning sun. The German has had 2 top 20 finishes this season, but never really threatened to lift a trophy. But she ended the day in first place after a brilliant 67, which was 4 under overall. Just a single shot lead for Whittaker in a tournament that was wide open heading into the final day. The weather cleared for the final round and Leanne Pace began to turn it on. She birdied the par 5 first. The home favourite looked determined. Lee Whittaker got off to a poor start as her lead disappeared. She dropped a shot at the first, another one at the 7th, and her challenge was effectively over. Valentine Derry also birdied the 2nd and then the 5th. The Turkish Open champion was building a challenge. Gladys Nocera also picked up a shot at the 2nd, bogeyed 4, but then another birdie at 6 put her 2 under overall. The Frenchwoman was motoring along nicely. Holly Clyburn began with a birdie at the 1st to move her to 4 under par. Then a brilliant save here at the 2nd made par. She was just where she wanted to be, in the lead. Anke Lindner made an early birdie but then hit the buffers. A bogey at 5, then a double here at 7 dropped her back from the leaders. After Derry birdied 10, she moved to 4 under and a share of the lead. But then it all went wrong at the 11th. A double bogey to drop her back to 2 under. She would finish in a tie for 4th. Hole 11 was also the undoing of Charlie Hull. This led to a triple bogey and the English teenager's charge was halted. Not so for Gladys Nocera. She moved to 2 under for the day at the 12th, 3 under overall and just 1 behind the leader, Holly Clyburn. A 73 on day 2 from Leanne Pace seemed to end her challenge, but this eagle at 13 put her right back into the mix. The South African moving to 3 under with 5 holes to play. The fist was pumping as the putts were dropping. Another at 3 under was Fabienne in Albon. A birdie here at 13, another player just a single shot behind Clyburn. She knew a couple of birdies on the way home would give her a chance of lifting the trophy. But Clyburn responded, almost matching pace with an eagle at 13. But a tap-in birdie moved her to 5 under. A bogey-free round so far, she was looking in control. And another one of her challengers fell by the wayside. Fabienne in Albon was stopped dead in her tracks at the 15th, a damaging double bogey, back to 1 under. She would end up in 8th position. Meanwhile, pace was going the other way. Confidence was flowing through the former Order of Merit winner. Yet another birdie at 16 to move to 4 under. Italian Open champion Flo Parker fired an impressive 68 in her final round to finish 2 under. She would set the clubhouse target. Georgina Simpson joined her, a 69 from the Englishwoman, a birdie at the last, the perfect way to finish in what's been an encouraging week for the veteran. The 18 was proving birdieable, and pace made the most of it. How about this for an approach to the delight of the gallery? And with the putter firing, she was hardly going to miss. 5 under par, the pressure was firmly on the players still out on the course. A final round 67 for pace, matching the best round of the week. Gladys Nocera had her chances on her way in, 3 under after birdieing the 12th, but she couldn't kick on. All pars from there on in, she finished 3 under. The frustrated look on her face told the story. With pace setting the target at 5 under, Clyburn knew she needed a birdie to win the tournament. This was frustratingly close at 17. Pace was watching on from behind the 18th green. And Clyburn's luck didn't turn at the 18th. This was for a win. Once again, the putt ending just the wrong side of the cup. A final round of 70 and not a single bogey on the card. It would go to a playoff down the 18th. They parred the first playoff, so they reset again. Both were well placed on the fairway, but Clyburn did this. In the drink, and her chances were effectively sunk. That was unless Pace did something similar, but instead, she produced the goods. Pace won both her playoffs heading into the tournament and wasn't about to lose this one. She rolled in the putt for a birdie to win the playoff and clinch her first South African Women's Open title and become the first South African to win since 2009. So, Pace the champion, Clyburn second and Nocera taking third. A frustrating last day for Whittaker in a tie for 8th. Charlie Hull will be wondering what might have been, while Stacey Lee Bregman 69 gave her a tie for 14th. A popular win with fans young and old, and the famous smile was entrenched firmly on Leanne Pace's face. The trophy she wanted for so long was finally in her hands.
Yeah, I've always wanted to win this tournament. It was definitely one of my goals this year. To do it today in front of so many lovely people supporting me was just a dream come true.
It was that eagle putt at 13 really was crucial.
I know, we stood there and we didn't even think about it. We were, I think we were about 3 shots behind, and it was never a layup. It was always, going for it. And Caddy made a great call there, good putt, and that was that.
Leanne Pace moves up 2 places to 5th in the ISPS Handa Order of Merit, and Holly Clyburn is up 11 places to 9th. Florentina Parker continues to move in the right direction. She's up 4 to 12th, and Sophie Jaquel-Bettin has improved her ranking by 1. It's as you were for the top 3 in the race for the Rookie of the Year, with Amy Bolden still leading. Isabel Bueno is up a place to 4th. In B Park missed a birdie putt on the 72nd hole of the LPGA event in South Korea to cost her the chance of regaining top spot from Stacey Lewis in the Rolex rankings. Thanks for watching and what has been an exciting week here at the Hibiscus Coast. As ever, you can catch all the news at ladieseuropeantour.com. Bye for now.